Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our discussion on the current events of 15th January 2019. The first issue in news is regarding the Global Housing Technology Challenge, which is aimed at introducing best technologies to construct houses quickly and at a lower cost. The central government will offer about Rs 150 crores as a technology innovation grant in order to develop alternative technologies and materials under the Global Housing Technology Challenge. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs will invite bids and identify proven demonstrable technologies from around the world which are to be adapted and mainstreamed for the use in the Indian context. Among this, 6 winning bidders will be invited to design and build lighthouse projects of 1,000 housing units each under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban mission. Another aspect of this challenge will be to identify potential future technologies which may still not be market ready and offer incubation facilities and accelerator support for these in collaboration with the IITs. Once these innovative technologies have been tested and proved, they will be included in the Central Public's Work Department list, but they will still be optional for use and there is no guarantee that they will be adopted by the private or the government builders or even used to construct the homes under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The next issue in news is regarding the Devadasi custom, which is still prevalent in certain parts of Karnataka even after the state passed the Karnataka Devadasis Prohibition of Dedication Act of 1982 more than 36 years ago. Even though the state government passed the legislation, the rules are yet to be notified under the law, and the practice of dedicating young girls to temples as an offering to appease the gods has been prevalent not just in Karnataka but has also spread to neighboring Goa. This has been found out by the two new studies conducted by the National Law School of India University and the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. The study highlights the apathetic approach of the legislature and the enforcement agencies to crack down on the practice, which is particularly prevalent among the oppressed communities of North Karnataka. One of the most disturbing aspects revealed by the new studies is that children with physical or mental disabilities are more vulnerable to be dedicated as Devdasis, as nearly 1 in 5 of those dedicated as Devdasis were found to be children with disabilities. Further, the study found that girls from the socio-economically marginalized communities continued to be the victims of such a custom and thereafter were forced into the commercial sex racket. The reporting of the cases pertaining to the custom was also very low and the practice continues to receive customary sanction from families and the communities involved. Also, the law focuses on the prosecution of the victims themselves with no framework for the rehabilitation and despite sufficient evidence for the prevalence of the practice and its link to the sexual exploitation, legislations like the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act and the Juvenile Justice Act have not made any reference to such a practice which is seen as a form of sexual exploitation of children. Further, even the Immoral Trafficking Prevention Law or the proposed Trafficking of Persons Prevention, Protection and Rehabilitation Bill of 2018 does not recognize these dedicated girls as victims of trafficking for sexual purposes. Finally, the studies highlight the state's failure to enhance the livelihood sources for the weaker sections, which is identified as one of the contributory factors for the continuation of this practice, thereby demanding a more inclusive socio-economic development along with a legislative overhaul and a more proactive role from the state agencies to tackle the menace. The next issue in news is an editorial regarding beating plastic pollution. As you are aware, the theme of the World Environment Day of 2018 was to beat plastic pollution, and India was praised for its resolve to eliminate single-use plastic by the year 2022. So far, around 22 states and union territories have joined the fight and have announced a ban on the single-use plastics such as carry bags, cups, plates, thermocol products, and many more states are expected to follow on. Following the ban, some cities have reported positive results like the Bengaluru Waste Collective, which found that the volume of plastic waste has dropped from the previously 2 tons a day to less than 100 kgs now. However, this is only a small start because waste plastic from packaging of everything from food, cosmetics, and groceries delivered by several online platforms remains unaddressed. Further, the plastic waste management rules were clear that the producers, importers, and brand owners must adopt a collect back system for the plastic they introduced into the environment. But not much has been done to take the process forward, and there is an anomalous situation where the small producers of plastic are facing the ban, while the more organized entities, which are covered by the extended producer responsibility clause, continue with business as usual. Therefore, going forward, cities and towns need competent municipal systems which play a major role, and the government should also look into the fast moving consumer goods sector which uses large volumes of plastic for packaging with the same urgency of eliminating the single use plastics. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.